Our next panelist is Tim Traurig. Tim has lived in Santa Clarita for 26 years. He and his wife Susan have been married for 30 years and have 3 daughters. And Tim is a captain for the LA City Fire Department. He and his wife Susan are founders of Light of Hope Support Center in Santa Clarita, which provides support to families whose children are struggling with substance abuse and related issues. Tim?
I was raised in California, met my wife at church when I was 18, happily married for 30 years. I don't know if she is, but I am. We got married at 20 and 18. I've been 31 years with the Los Angeles Fire Department, and I'm currently a captain in the Sun Valley area of Los Angeles. I've had the opportunity to work all over the city. I've witnessed many of the traumatic events that drug and alcohol can lead to, including many heroin-related deaths. I've had the unfortunate job at many times to having to tell parents and family members that their loved one has passed away. But I never thought drugs and alcohol would find its way into my family because I thought I did all the right things as a parent. I know better, right? I'm a fireman. I should know what it looks like. I should be able to stop it. I was wrong. I have 3 beautiful daughters, 22, 26, and 28. My oldest and youngest daughter started using drugs and alcohol in junior high, and both have been in multiple rehabs as we tried to battle the disease. My wife and I were alone, lost, ashamed, and scared. Denial and shame and embarrassment are what keeps us from seeking help. In some cases, maybe it's even pride. I know for me, I thought I didn't need the help. I thought I could do it myself. The first step is to reach out for help. You will find that you're not alone, that others have traveled the road before you, and they can give you hope and guidance. Find a place of support that gives hope, that doesn't judge or guilt you into change, and offers you a roadmap of recovery for you and your family. Early intervention is a key. It's like cancer. The earlier you find it and treat it, the better chances there is for recovery. Don't wait to get help. It may be more than just a phase. Don't pawn it off to just it may be a phase or it's just experimentation. Don't be fooled into not seeking help just because it's just marijuana, because marijuana has been the gateway for many addicts, most addicts probably. Get educated on what's out there and what it looks like and what it does, and recognize that it's a family disease, that everyone gets sick when there's drugs and alcohol in a family. Understand that it affects the siblings as well, brothers and the sisters. It's a family disease, and if the family gets involved in the recovery process, it's more effective, and a family can heal through it. As a president of the Light of Hope over the last 3 years, 3 years ago, we hardly saw any heroin come into the group until about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And then it became more and more prevalent in our support groups that parents were coming looking for help. My wife and I started a Light of Hope 3 years ago. She herself is a certified addiction counselor, a recovering anorexic, and a sexual abuse survivor. We have partnered with some amazing parents, facilitators, counselors, therapists, doctors, who are a part of our support center, as well as partnered with the city of Santa Clarita to provide effective support. We wanted to build a support system for families like we wished we would have had when we were lost. We currently run 6 support groups a week for youth and young adults 14 to 26, including family support for family members 16 and older. We have an alternative peer group. You hear a lot about the peer pressure, and we have found that having an alternative peer group can be huge at pulling young people away from the old peer group and getting them connected with a bunch of sober, safe young people and some really cool activities like mountain biking, hiking, broomball, etc. We are just one of many or several organizations out here in Santa Clarita fighting the fight and trying to stop the death of our kids. We need you to help us do that. We need you to be alert. We need you to make phone calls, encourage neighbors, not judge. I know that if before this would have happened to my kids, I would have been one of the parents that said, When I saw some kid struggling with drugs, I would have been the one that said, what's wrong with those parents? What are they doing? Until it happened to me. And it changed my life, and it changed me as a person. So it can happen to anyone. So thank you.